The soap factory is a strong space. It is a space with personality that speaks quite loudly because of its structure, because of its sort of patina, if you will. And I've seen a lot of exhibitions here, and I was thinking about scale and how to sort of make a work that would play nicely with this scale. And I kept thinking about it, and I would compare the soap factory to the ocean, and I kept trying to sort of think about building a bigger and bigger boat to sort of navigate the ocean, and then I sort of settled on surfing in a way, and instead of trying to sort of push up against the waves of the soap factory, the idea is to sort of just surf amongst the natural waves. And so the project that I conceived is to carve and sculpt wooden nails that I then painted to appear as if they were rusted and aged. And then the plan is to pound and install 3 wooden nails into each wooden pillar in the soap factory. And my hope is that after the exhibition, we would pound them all the way in, and then they would remain with the space and sort of be reabsorbed in the space, like a kind of burial at sea. They're all common nails, and that was really important, the scale of the nails, all with the same sort of rusted veneer and carved from wood so that they sort of appear like rusted metal and appear almost as if they've been here the whole time. And that was really appealing to me, that they sort of would also have this age and appear to almost blend into the surroundings. I mean, that was one of the sort of the ideas I was thinking of in terms of a group exhibition. I wanted to make work that didn't that was harmonious with the other works in the exhibition, and so the solution that I came up with was to make work that appeared as if it was a part of the soap factory, and then would, by extension, inevitably appear harmonious with each of the other works in the show. So these are carved wooden nails from dowels, and then I painted them and then exposed them to certain chemicals to oxidize them in a way and create a sort of the rusting process. Threw them in water, let them rust over time. So one of the things I'm thinking about with the post was, at first I was thinking, I'll just come and drill nail holes, or drill holes, because if I sort of pound these in, they could potentially break because it's wood and wood. And that's another thing that I really like, this idea of this material going into wood as well, as if it's returning in a way. It's sort of like you're harvesting this wood, and then we use wood to build things, and then this is sort of returning. And then the sort of pillar functions as a sort of surrogate for a tree. And so I think there's something that I like about that sort of cyclical idea in returning this. So when I came back here today, I was like, well, I should just look for the holes that are already in the space. So it's a matter of sort of feeling out the pillar and then maybe finding something that's going to work within there, determining how long they are and just sort of feeling it out. And then I might drill a little further in, but I like the idea of using the holes that are already in here so I don't leave any sort of footprint also on the space. Most of my practice is predicated on my own studio research. So for me, the emphasis has always been on working in the studio. And it's sort of like when I think of Saul Lewitt, where he says that the sort of execution of the work is a perfunctory affair, and the idea is where the emphasis is. For me, this emphasis is all on work in the studio and that process, and the sort of execution in an exhibition or an installation is really kind of perfunctory, and I just let the sort of surroundings determine where things go. One of the questions I've had is that are people going to notice the work? And I think that's okay. I think that there is room for subtlety in the art world, and I think that if it's sort of like any sort of good piece of knowledge is not knowledge that is handed to you or spoon-fed to you. It's something that you work for, and in a way, for me at least, it's more rewarding that way. So I think that if people want to see the work, they'll look and they'll find it, and hopefully respond to it. I feel like a woodpecker.